gold tree. I'ma make them wait for the pussy. Wait.
What's up, YouTube streets? This is your girl Drea, and welcome to Drea's Corner. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in to my video. If you could, please like. I really would like it if you like it. And subscribe to my channel. But anyway, so today's video is basically going to be covering how my experience has been, like, trying to date after coming out of a lesbian relationship. Like, and I am actually, like I said in my last two videos or whatever, I am done with that. Like, I am like totally going straight now, because I'm just it's not for me. It's too much. It's not for me, I realize. And for me, it was a choice, you know. And so I'm making that conscious choice to not partake in it anymore. My ex isn't either. And it's shocking to me for her, you know, to, like I say, tell me that. But, you know, I'm glad for her, and I wish her the best. God bless her, and I hope everything goes well for her and her family. So, on to the next. So, basically, it's been so weird and hard. Like, I covered in my last video that, you know, I started dating girls when I was like 15 or whatever. So I was probably like in the 9th or 10th grade, somewhere around there. I was about 14 or 15, somewhere, whatever age you are at that time. But whatever age you are at the time, I was in that grade. I think it was like the 9th grade or something like that, 9th or 10th. But anyway, so I basically you know, have been dating girls on and off, but most of my relationship was with women or whatever, or girls or whatever. And so I dated guys. I've had relationships. Of course, I have children, so I definitely have been with men. I'm one of those people where I love who loves me, you know, and I just so happen, you know, I'm a little freak. I'm an Aquarius. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm very, you know, but you know, I like whoever love me. You know, somebody told me that one time, and I thought it was so cool. I was like, you know what, you sure right. Somebody told me that recently. They was like, fucks with who fucks with you. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. You are so right. Fucks with whoever fucks with me. Like, really. So, you know, going into, so when I got out of the relationship with the female or whatever, I basically like was like, okay, I'm done with that. Like, I have did it for a long time, and it's not working for me. And not even that, it just was too much for me. And then when I started having an epiphany and realizing stuff, you know, about myself and just what I needed more. Like, I started realizing, like I said, around 33, I was like, you know, I need a man. Like, this is not what's up. I can't. So that's why I'm making the choice as well. Like, my ex told me first that that's how she was going. And I didn't even, you know, she always kind of knew how I was, though. Like, I made it very clear that I like men and women. Okay? You know, who don't like wood? You know, I mean, well, lesbians don't like wood, but I'm just saying, you know, I do. So, it's like, you know, but when I get into a relationship with somebody who I love or who really loves me, I can tell they love me and I love them. I am very loyal, you know. If they show me loyalty, I will be loyal. Like, I got your back. Like, straight up. If somebody got a problem with you, they got a problem with me. Okay? That's anybody. My friends, my mama, my daddy, anybody. You know, my kids, whoever. Like, don't come for them, right? So anyway. So, I started, like thinking to myself, like, okay, so you're not gonna be with women anymore. So you gotta adjust because it's different. Like, I, it is really different dating, going from a man to a woman or a woman to a man. It really is. And I don't really know if people talk about this, but this is what I'm going to talk about today and how my experiences have been. Like, it's been a little, it's been weird, because I have to, I'm already kind of like a dominant female. Like, I don't hang with crowds and I don't follow people. I do my own thing and I do what I want to do, right? So, like, and I'm kind of a loner, like, to myself, but when I do want to be sociable, I am fun and like happy go lucky and like I'm a fun, cool person. I'm goofy as hell. Like, you know, I be cracking jokes. Sometimes they be corny or whatever, but it's cool. you know. But what was I talking about? Oh my god, I just had a brain fart just that quick. But I'm gonna catch it back in a minute. Okay, so you know, when I got out of this relationship or whatever, I was like, okay, I am going to um, just like try to learn how to like let the man take the lead. Try not to be, because in my last relationship, I always try to take something out of anything that I go through, like, cause I believe that everything happens for a reason. So with that being said, like, I'm realizing life is nothing but it's full of lessons. That's all. It's full of lessons, and we all have to learn from you know these lessons, right? And get the message. At least try to. So in my last relationship, I was always told that I was mean and that I was like too harsh or whatever. And so this time around, I was like, okay, I was already, we both were dominant females. And then I'm an Aquarius and she was a Cancer. So I'm like, okay, that's probably why, we clashed so much, because we had two different opinions. We thought totally opposite. It's okay to have different opinions, but we were just totally opposite on a lot of things or whatever. And so with that being said, I started trying to basically just go ahead and like be like, okay, I need to okay, sorry, I had a brain fart. And so now I'm back. But basically, I was so once I got out of that relationship, I was like, okay, I'm going straight. I am finna just mess with guys. And it's been some years since I had been in a relationship. It had been like 5.5, almost 6 years, because my son's father passed away. And then he passed away in like 2012, October of 2012. And then I got with her around November of October, at the end of November. Yeah, I got with her in December of 2012. So I really didn't have that much of a break. So it's like I went from one relationship and jumped into a next. And I tend to do that just to like get my mind off of stuff sometimes. And I shouldn't do that, but it is what it is at this point, right? So anyway, so now I'm out of that relationship, and so now I'm trying to date. So I ended up meeting this guy, and when we met, it's like instantly we just had a connection. Like, we were drawn to each other, like, instantly. Like, and it's funny because he came to do my cable. Like, and and it was crazy because I normally don't just, I don't just talk to people that I don't know like that. But he just was so, like, one, he was handsome. He was tall, yellow and handsome, big old thick country boy from Louisiana, very sexy, okay? And big old cornbread fed. And and He was just very charming, very sweet, very knowledgeable, very like it was just he was just very attractive, and not only by his looks but his appearance. I mean, that's his looks, but I mean not his appearance, but like just his personality, his spirit. He just was so like it just was welcoming. It was so loving and sweet. He was talking about his son, and I admired that about him because, you know, at least where I'm from, you know, it's a lot of baby mamas out here. You know, these, you know, it's a lot of women out here where we having kids and they not marrying us. We not getting married. And we had these kids, right? So anyway, um, here it is. He's telling me about his son and how much he loves his son and blah blah blah. And it just drew me to him. I just was like, it was like just a magnetic force, right? It just was something in my spirit that was telling me I had to get to know him, and it was just funny the way things happen. And I don't want these videos to be long or whatever, so I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. And I may fumble, like I say, bear with me over time. I'll get to the point. I tend to tell stories long, because I want you to get the full details of everything that's going on. But anyway, so so I'm in my apartment, right? This is right after me and my ex break up, and I move into this apartment, and I am so like distraught. Like I am distraught. Once it finally set in that it was over and it was done, I was distraught. I was so hurt. Like I could not believe I had wasted so much time, money, effort. I was just so like upset and distraught, like, and just was like, what am I gonna do? Like, just because the way I'm living was, I was living like that, and I'm living a single life now, right? So I got a lot of bills and expensive bills, okay? And I'm like, I'm making it, right? But like, when I was with her, I was living the same way, I was struggling, a little bit here or there, and I'm like, I was in binds and stuff, financially, just getting, trying to do that house shit. Okay, that's pretty much what it was. Trying to play house, or whatever, with the wrong person. So, and I wasted a lot of time, and I can't be all the way mad at her. I had to take ownership and realize I partook in that. I allowed that to happen, and I need to start going with my gut and my intuition. And it just so happened when we broke up, she let me know in her own ways that I was right at the end of the day. And so now I'm realizing I got to start listening to me and my inside, what it's telling me, my spirit, because I be on it, doggone it. Like I said in the last video, that Aquarius shit, like, it's just something about Aquarius. We just have this intuition. Like, we have, I guess, too, because we're an air sign, that we're connected to the higher power differently than other signs. That stuff is real. I'm trying to tell y'all, but we ain't finna get into astrology right now. But anyway, um, so this is why I didn't want to do that, because see, when I start talking about something, I drift off into another conversation. But anyway, so I end up meeting him. So I'm at the apartment, I'm crying, I'm upset, like I'm distraught, right? I'm so hurt. And so my cable, we moved in Saturday, me and my kids, we moved into the apartment that Saturday. That Sunday, we pretty much put the apartment together and everything, like, put most of our stuff where it needed to be or whatever. And so then, like, that Monday, I had scheduled an appointment to get my cable done. So then all of a sudden, um, I meet this guy or whatever, and he is so sweet. Like, he just came in, and he was just so nice. He was just so, like, nice, and just like, like I say, I read people too. Like, when I first meet a person, like, see, one thing about Aquarius, we are fixed signs. And I know for me, like, I know instantly, like, if I'm gonna be cool with somebody or not. Like, I could just like meet somebody, you know what I'm saying, talk to them for a little while, and I could tell like nah. Instantly, I'll ask them too, when your birthday? Anybody that know me, like when I meet people, I'll talk to somebody for a little while, and I'll fill them out or whatever, and then I'll ask them when your birthday, what's your sign, you know what I'm saying, and I be picking that up. And then some people certain times I just don't mess with, like, and certain people I just don't mess with, I'm just like, nah, I'm not even finna, so, but with him, it was different, like, I, and then it's like I had told him like I saw something I wanted, right? And so here's the thing about me, like I see something and I want it, I'm finna go get it, right? So this man was minding his business. He was genuinely just there to do a job, right? And I'm there like I said, you know what? I'm single now. Drea, you're gonna have to start meeting people. You're gonna have to start getting out because the only thing I do, like I said in the last video, all I do is go to work and come home. Go to work and come home. I may go to the stores, shop, do my little thing or whatever, but part, for the most part, I go to work and come home. So I was like, okay, I'm finna just go ahead and I'm finna just put myself out there. And, I feel like people are intimidated by me. Like, especially guys. I feel like they're intimidated by me. And, I don't know if it's because the way I carry myself and how I talk and stuff. Because, like, people think, like, I'm from California or something when they meet me and I'm not, or whatever. I'm from Houston, Texas, or whatever. And so that's kind of funny to me or whatever. And then, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I said in my last video, I have expensive pieces, I have stuff that costs some money, you know what I'm saying, and I mix it up with regular stuff too, cute stuff though, so I be fixing myself up and I dress up a lot. Like today I'm actually playing, like my energy was very low today, like I was very tired and just like drained, and like I'm looking, guys, because I had an incense burning and it sounded like it fell. So hold on a minute and I'm going to come right back. I just need to find it and make sure that it doesn't fall on the carpet or anything. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So I did put it out. Yes, I'm sitting on my floor. I like to be just stretched out. I need to stretch out and just like relax for a moment in my little corner right now. So I don't have a fixed up area yet, and my room is not that big right now. I feel like bigger and better things are coming. But it's okay. It's mine, right? So I'm like, it'll get better over time. My horoscopes have been telling me to stay positive because I have had some rough times. Okay, like it's been a rough year. Like I ain't even gonna lie, the last 3 years been kicking my butt with this relationship stuff, but I'm glad it's over and God delivered me from that. Like really, I was so distraught. That's why I'm saying, that's why, like, as much as she apologized to me and she has found Christ now, and she wants to like try to make things right, I'm like no. I forgive you because God tell me I gotta forgive you. Because best believe I've been doing the work. I've been sitting down like, I ain't even gonna lie, when we first broke up, like, I was just sitting down. I needed help, right? And my grandmother instilled the Lord in me. She did. I have to give her that. She always told me where to go, you know what I'm saying, when I needed help. And not only when I needed help, she just told me about the Lord, about the higher power or whatever. So, I would just pray and cry, and I started reading the Bible. I probably have been reading the Bible a little bit way more than I ever have in life, You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting knowledge, I'm retaining knowledge, and I do my research in other ways too to just educate myself about a lot of different things. Just because I like to learn. Like, I'm an Aquarius, I like to learn. I like to learn new things, and I know a lot about a lot of different things, right? So that's nor here nor there. But um, so anyway, I was messed up, right? But as much as she apologized and was like, I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just trying to figure things out. And yeah, you was right. I just didn't know it was that, and I'm sorry, but I'm living for Christ now. My life is better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in a good place, and everything's going great for me. You know what I'm saying? And when she would talk to me, it's almost like she was like putting our relationship down. And I get it, but at the same time, she almost made me feel like I can. It's hard to explain. It was kind of like she was like saying like, I'm so glad we out of this relationship now, because now I'm better. I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, girl, you just didn't even know what I was feeling inside the whole time. Like, but that's my fault too, because I should have just kept it real with myself long time ago. But it's cool. But anyway, so I was really messed up, right? So then I meet this guy, and he is so handsome. He's very nice. He's charming. And so this dude is just there to do his job, right? And I'm telling myself, you know what? You got to put yourself out there, because I feel like I intimidate guys, because when they see me, I feel like men be feeling like, oh, she expensive. Oh, she won't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like that. I'm very humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm a humble person. Um, I'm not materialistic. Don't get me wrong. I like to be cute. I like to spend money if I got it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not a materialistic person. So I think that, like I say, the way I carry myself sometimes, I may intimidate people. I may intimidate these men. Because I be like, why dudes don't try to holler at me? Like, so I got to put myself out there, because these guys, and then I've had people tell me, like, when they first meet me or whatever, they be thinking I'm mean or stuck up, because, like, I cannot fake how I feel about anything. Like, if I like you, like I was saying earlier, like, if we meet and we chop it up for a little bit and we start talking, instantly I'm gonna know if I like you or not, or like, yeah, we gonna be cool, we gonna be tight or whatever. And then I might get a vibe off you like, nah, I don't like this motherfucker, they arrogant, because I don't like arrogant ass people, or people who think they better than other people. Like, I don't like that type of stuff. Like, girl, you know I don't like that. you know so um so I'm just like, I gotta open myself up. So I started flirting with the dude, because I was like, where I see something I like. He big, tall, handsome. Ow. Like Cardi B said, ow. Let me snatch him up. Uh, so I'm flirting with him. I'm asking him questions, because I do that to people sometimes. Like, I'll be asking people questions, or I'll let them talk and just let them feed me information I'm trying to get out of them without asking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at his hand. He ain't got no ring on. I'm like, check. Okay, he tall, handsome. Check, check. Okay, like me and my coworker be saying, bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, we be checking. Okay, and and what else? He was like, I see he's a father, but he seems very involved with his son. Check, because I got kids, and in the last relationship, my kids was a problem. That's all I'm saying. And the next person I get with gotta like my kids. They got to understand my kids. They got to be, if they down for me, they down for my kids too. I don't give a damn what they doing. At the end of the goddamn day, we gonna get them right together, right? But anyway, so um, he was like, he was just there doing his job, and I just was like, you know what I'm saying, we conversing, he telling me stuff. He was like very open and just like telling me his business or whatever. And so I told him straight up, I was like, I just got out of a relationship or whatever, and so I'm single, so you ain't gotta, like, when he first came in, that's something I said to him. I was like, you know what, um because he, just the way he came in, I could tell he looked at me like, damn, she look good. Because I ain't even gonna lie, I was not expecting a guy like him to come through the door. I'm expecting some old, you know, man, white man or Mexican man or somebody. I wasn't expecting nobody like, because I think the day before, I think that Saturday I had somebody come out, and then I had a problem or whatever is what happened. I had somebody that Saturday come out and hook up the cable, and then he came the next day or whatever. Like, no, he came that Monday because it was on a Saturday. I moved in that Saturday. The cable man plugged in the cable, hooked it up and everything Saturday, but something was going wrong with it. I called them in. They called the dude I met that Monday. So he comes out, right, and so I'm like, okay. He's just very charming. He's low key flirting with me too. Like, but when he came through the door, he didn't know what the situation was. You know what I'm saying? And I had these little bitty ass white shorts on because it was like summertime. It was in July. So I had the beginning of July, actually July 2nd. So I had on these little bitty booty shorts or whatever, and like, because I was cleaning up and I wasn't even expecting him to come yet. Well, I kind of knew he was coming, of course, because I scheduled the appointment. But like, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, I had on these little bitty shorts and a little top or whatever, and I had some lemonade braids, like my hair braided to the side, going all to the side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking cute. You know what I'm saying? And he come through the door, and I was like, I flirt. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I flirt and don't even realize I'm flirting. I be having to catch myself, like, ooh. Like, if I'm in a relationship and then I might flirt with somebody or whatever, it be on accident sometimes. So I was like, okay, let me, he gonna know I'm flirting with him. Cause I see something and I want you. Like, was it who said that? He's like, I like you and I want you. Oh, it was off one of them shows, like them prison shows. He was like this dude who like used to rape men in the prison. He was like, I like you and I want you. So you either gonna give it to me or I'm gonna take it. The easy way or the hard way. Anyway, but no. But so with this guy, I was like, okay, I wanna see what he about. Like, it's something about his spirit that's drawing me to him. Like, I need to get to know this person. So we ended up exchanging numbers or whatever, and we started hanging out, and we've been hanging out ever since. And that was July 2nd when we met, and we're in May. It's May 2nd today, actually. Wow. But anyway, um so right now, so like, with this new relationship I'm dealing with right now, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We are just talking right now, and I'm still trying to like figure out what our situation is, because I am used to being in a relationship, and I don't just like deal with people like how I'm dealing with him. I don't just deal with everybody like that or whatever, or just random people like that or whatever. Like, I feel like I be doing girlfriend stuff without the title, right? And I get and I understand his point of view. He feels like we should just take it slow. And I understand he wants to be a good man for me. And I respect that about him. Like, I love that and I respect that about him, because he wants to be better. He's trying to strive for better. And him being a young black man, he do have strikes against him, as far as, you know what I'm saying? Especially he a big, tall, big black man. So, they intimidated, they scared, and, especially don't let you have no dreads or nothing. God forbid you some kind of thug or whatever. But anyway, so I understand the struggle of being a black male. So with that being said, I respect his hustle. I respect the fact that he has a job. He has a good full-time job that pays good benefits, and he also is striving to be an entrepreneur. And I love that about him. And he's very smart. I'm attracted to smart people. Just Aquarians, period, are attracted to smart people because we're smart. Like, so he's very smart and knowledgeable, and I love that about him. And, like, so our chemistry is very strong. But we do have, again, he is a Cancer, though. Here's the downfall: he's a Cancer, like my ex. So he's not into the signs, so he don't really be understanding. I don't worship the signs or anything like that, but what I do, I understand that there everything has a purpose. Okay, I understand that, and I know that people's characteristics are a certain way when they're born in certain months at certain times and certain days and all this other stuff. All that matters. Well, it's the universe. It's part of the universe and the creator. All of it matters. But anyway, so he's a Cancer like her. And even though, and we've had a couple arguments here or there, little, and it don't even really be arguments or whatever, because it just be disagreements that, we just have two totally different opinions on. And both of us are very stern in how we feel about something. Like, once I have my mind set up on something, it is what it is, and there's no changing that, point blank, period, right? And he is the same way. Like, he has a motto, like a saying, like, where he's like, I'm not gonna say nothing I gotta apologize for, because I ain't apologizing. And, like, I respect that too. I think, okay, well, you know what, you're right, because I want to kind of be like that too. I'm tired of biting my tongue for people and being nice. People say what the hell they want to say to me. Well, I can't say what I want to say to them, point blank, period, right? So it's been weird dating, because, like, I have to kind of try to, like, be submissive. And, like, when I was with a woman, my mentality was like, I tried to be submissive to her, but at some point too, it was like, girl, you want to act like a dude and look like a dude and do men shit, but you don't want to be like a nigga for real when it come down to being a nigga for real. So therefore, I was like, this ain't for me. I can't do this no more. I might as well get the real deal, the whole package, real deal, okay? And so, but with him, it's like, it's I'm trying to learn how to, like, be submissive and not be so aggressive because he's still sensitive, even though he's this tough, rough type dude, like, emotional wise, he's very prideful. He's a man, like, he's very manly. I love that about him. He's very, very much a man, very much a New Orleans man. Okay, very, I love him. But you know, I don't know. It's just like it's been weird because I'm trying to adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? It's been great. As far as getting to know him. Like, it's been a struggle. It's been a battle. But my main thing is, like, I feel like we've been together for a while. Like, we've been dealing with each other for a while. So I feel like, okay, what are we now? Like, I asked him at the 3-month mark, what were we? And he just was like, we're getting to know each other and we're taking our time. And I kind of was like side-eyeing him just because of the situation and the way things were. Like, when we met, when I say the chemistry was there and things was going fast, like, between us. And it was like, we couldn't control it. It just was like meant to be, almost. It just felt like, dang, like, where you been, all my life type stuff. So, and then, we just had a little falling out about something because, like, a girl had contacted him while I was with him, and it bothered me. And when it bothered me, that's when I knew I cared about him. that I was in love with him, and I was like, okay, I need to know like where we going, because I need to know how to place my feelings with you. I need to know how to deal with you, because like people say, I've been told I'm detached from my emotions already. So when I feel it, right? So I was like, when I got upset when that girl called him, and it was like right before we was about to get it on, like I was like, it just killed the whole buzz. I was like, oh no, See, this is, I need to know where we at. What are we doing, right? And so now he just was like, it's almost like he backed away from me for a minute. And I was like, oh fuck, like what did I do? I shouldn't have said nothing or whatever. Maybe I should have just waited. Maybe I'm rushing, and he felt rushed. And I understand his past. He doesn't want to be rushed. So now I'm trying to. So all these months have passed. We've still been dealing with each other, and we've been dealing with each other tough. And then we have our moments where we can't communicate. Like, it's not me. It's him. It's like he, like, if I say something, if I'm telling him how I feel about something, he doesn't like the way I say it, he will like cut all communication off and just shut the conversation down, and I won't hear from him for like weeks or for like a month. And so that I dealt with in my last relationship, and that's something I don't want to deal with this time around. So I was like, I'm trying to get him to understand. I need him to communicate with me. I need him to like loosen up a little bit, like, and let me in, like show me a little more emotion, a little more effort, and some consistency. That's big to me, some consistency, because I'm consistent. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And sometimes I might take my time, because I could be lazy at times where like I'm tired, I don't want to do anything. But you know when I have something in my mind, I want to do something. When I got a project going on in my head, I want to do, bam bam bam, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's how it's been going with the dating stuff. It's weird. It's like I don't know what to think. Like, I'm like, and then part of me is like, okay, so when we have these moments where we don't talk, part of me is like, okay, well, you know what, Drea, maybe you should talk to some other guys. Like, maybe you should like reach out to some, maybe you should just like go out and make yourself available to other guys, because like you have invested some time into this relationship, and you don't want to keep wasting time and investing time into people who really just don't want to, they like certain parts of you and they don't want all of you, you know. And I'm getting older. Like, it's time to put a ring on it. I feel like I'm wifey material. I just do. I cook, I clean. You know what I'm saying? Whenever my man want it, I'm ready. Okay, and then I puts it down. Okay, I keep myself up. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to be. I'm very loving and caring. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a bunch of qualities. I got my shit together. Like, I feel like I'm a good catch. So, I got good credit. Like, wait. Like, I feel like I'm a good catch. So I'm like, dude, come on. Like, what's the problem? Why don't you want me? And he's like, it's not that I don't want you. I just don't want to rush. Like, I want us to take our time. So I'm struggling with that right now. That's where I'm at with this. This dating stuff is hard. Especially when you get older, too. Like, it really is. Like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, it's like I gotta hit on these guys to let them know, like, hey, I'm available. Because, like, if they don't think I'm stuck up and bougie or whatever, they might think, like, oh, she's taken, and I'm not taken. So, I'm like, hello. I'm trying to, I need some stability. I need me a man in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take this break, though. I said, I'm realizing, you know what? This all happened for a reason. Girl, you've been in all these long relationships. You need a break. So all this stuff that's been going on with the dude I've been talking to, like, I like him and all, but I'm side-eyeing. Like, time is ticking. Time is ticking. That's all I'm going to say. Time is ticking. And I ain't about to be wasting too much time. Like, because really on the cool, like, I'm on some, trying to get my paper, trying to get my paper. I'm trying to get some paper, and I'm trying to get my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? All the way around, and I just want to be complete with a family. And happiness. And I feel like eventually I'll get that. God will bless me with it when it's my time. It's just not my time right now. Right now, my time is to get me together. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And at first, it took me a while to realize that. But at the end of the day, over time and just going through things with him and just like experiencing this breakup and all this stuff, I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of glad we not in a relationship because, boy, them cancers, they are very needy. They are very freaking needy. It's ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, like, why do you need so much attention? Why? Like, why? Like, but you don't want to give it back. Why is it always about you? Why? Like, I be thinking that, like, why? Oh my God, why do you need so much? But I love them though. I don't know what it is. Like, I done been with so many cancers. Like, my first girlfriend was a cancer. The one I was just madly in love with half my damn life. She's a freaking cancer. This dude is a cancer. I'm just like, what is it with these cancers, bro? Like, what is it? I don't know. The people that the zodiac claims that I'm supposed to be attracted to, or that's my best matches, are like Libras, Sagittarius, Geminis. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's probably why me and him too, like, we click kind of, like we are attracted to each other because he is, you know what I'm saying, he got some Gemini tendencies, you know what I'm saying, because his birthday is in June or whatever. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like, when we together though, it's like it's beautiful. Like, we're just like, we like each other, but like, we just need to go further. But like, I want to, and I'm ready, but I don't want to force him. So I don't know. But I said, you know what? I just put my mind to something else. I said, I need a break. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna keep messing with you because I like you, and I feel like, you know, we could do something. And so I'm gonna do like he said, and I'm gonna just try to, like, I have to learn how to zip my mouth because I realize I be hurting his feelings sometimes. And I'm not trying to hurt his feelings. Like, I just be saying how I feel, and I guess sometimes I come off harsh, and I'm just straight up to the point blank, period. Like, I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm not wishy washy about nothing. Like, I'm straight to the point. Like, and sometimes it can be hurtful, and I'm just all about truth. Like, and I expect that from people, but people don't be telling the truth. Like, they just be lying, trying to play with your mind. Like, but anyway, so at this point, that's where I'm at with it. I'm happy with the way things are going right now. Like, I was in a funk, but it seems like it's getting better, so I'm happy. And that's the end of today's video. Basically, like, it's hard for me to date right now. It's been weird. It's been hard trying to transition from being like a bisexual woman all these years, and now I'm saying, you know what, I'm done with that. You guys see my ring? I'm done with that, and I'm finna try to get myself together, and even if it doesn't work out with him, I'm trying to get myself better for me first, personally, for myself, so I can be right for God, so he can bless me, so he can bless, me and my family, and for the next person, that's for me. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna chill. The horoscope's been telling me to chill. Just be patient. I got a project I'm working on, and it's gonna do well, and I believe it. I believe it in the name of Jesus. Okay, I believe it. I'm claiming it. Like, it's gonna get better. It's going to get better. It has to. It has to. It has, cause I said it has to. It's gonna get better. I just had a lesson to learn, and I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson. God said, and I know it because I've been getting confirmations. I'll talk about that in another video about the confirmations. And eventually, y'all, I will get out of making videos about the ex and the breakup. This is just, again, my introductions to me and what's going on in my life and what I'm dealing with right now. So thanks for visiting me during this story time, and I'm out. Y'all have a good night. Bye.